Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgtarot, and this is your secret stalker wishes you knew this. So the first thing we're going to do is give away the feeling of the energy of the stalker. We'll ID him or her with this astrology reading deck, and then we'll get into the tarot to figure out what's going on around this and what they secretly wish you knew. Because they're stalking for a reason, right? If you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website. And here's your first card. All right. Oh, Gemini. Hey, Gemini stalker. All right, this person is giving us Gemini energy, and this energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. Excuse me. So this is a very mutable person, very adaptable, very flexible, and everybody knows that there's some sort of a two-faced energy. This isn't to criticize them, this is just to observe it, but this person can be very dynamic with the parts of their personality they bring out for you. So they could have another side to them that you don't know about because they were hiding it, or they just know how to maneuver. They just know how to maneuver their way personality-wise with people. Then we have Cancer energy, and this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, loving, caring and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. So Gemini really gives us this sibling energy, and then Cancer is now giving us this mother energy. So it feels like it's within the immediate family that you grew up with. It feels like the person that is secretly stalking you has a strong connection, a strong family connection to you. And finally, we have Capricorn energy, and this is giving us our now fatherly energy, the paternal. So the energy around you is serious, materialistic, and hardworking. It bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. Capricorn energy is also very stable and very structured and oriented around discipline, willpower, organizing things, planning, and being practical. They're also very ambitious, which works well with that Gemini energy. So you might find that you're with somebody, or you're talking about somebody, or we're talking about somebody who's very ambitious, and they also have the skills to be able to convince people, to negotiate, to persuade, and then they're sensitive. So this might make them a bit, explosive or unpredictable with their moods, but then at the same time, it may make them have this ability to tap into your mood and kind of negotiate or maneuver their way around your emotions. Maybe take advantage. Some people call it manipulation. But there is a balance here, because Cancer and Capricorn are polarizing signs. They're the opposite of each other. And then we have that Gemini communication energy. So it's a well-balanced person, somebody who is strategic in what they do. And so now I want to use the planetary cards to see what type of energy they're sending your way, because they secretly wish you knew something. We know they're sensitive, we know they're ambitious, and we know they're interconnected with you in some way. There's a deep connection there. And now let's see the energy from which they come at you. And that would be Jupiter energy. Hey, look at you. So Jupiter, this speaks to your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. It's giving Kramer, no? It's giving somebody who's like, hey buddy, haven't seen you in 10 years, but wanna hang out? Like, it's giving randomness. Jupiter, of course, is the planet of growth and expansion, also surprises at times, but it's connected to Sagittarius and Pisces. And these two signs usually come off as like they have a little bit of luck on their side. Sometimes they're able to just effortlessly manifest things, and they're used to a regular recurrence of just good luck or realizing how energy works. Examples of how energy works. So now that we have this out of the way, and now that we can kind of unclench our panties, because Jupiter's a good sign. Jupiter's growth, expansion, and forward movement. Let's have a look and see what this stalker, secretly wishes you knew. Because it's progressive. I feel it's progressive. All right, they wish you, Queen of Wands energy. I feel like, right off the bat, I think Queen of Wands, they may have not appreciated your Queen of Wands energy. They're seeing it now. They're feeling more clearly about that now. So if you had Queen of Wands red energy, maybe you came on too strong. Maybe you were very assertive with this person. Maybe you simply wanted to know, what are we? And, just being able to take that action, whatever action you took may have worked against you previously in this relationship. However, the growth and expansion really does allow this person to be able to see the value in it and the long-term potential of somebody who has that type of energy. Queen is not just a random person to be with. This is somebody who is smart, somebody who can, rule the throne alongside. So that's what they're looking for. And this is usually the person that is sentimental, really connected with their emotions, so they can go out and face the world as a strong king. So regardless of gender, it's just the dynamic, the archetype. So the Queen of Wands energy, I feel like there was an absence of appreciation of that type of vibe within you. The forward movement, the progression. But as we know, Jupiter is having this person feel good and progressive towards you. Now, in the past, this person may have not made a special effort. You may have noticed that. Eight of Wands would suggest that perhaps there was distance between you two, like literal physical distance, or this person just wasn't making the right level of effort in order to fill that gap of that distance between the two of you. Now we have all this fiery energy to start, Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Wands, and it makes me feel like there's this person like is a failure to act. A failure to do what needs to be done in order to cultivate a relationship that is healthy, strong. But this also might be a matter of perspective. Like they may not have been in that place, and they may not have been able to do that. But now we're calling into attention that this person really wishes that you could know that they turn this stuff around, that they can put in the effort, that they do see the value of that fiery energy that you bring to the table. We have the Two of Cups. This person has regrets about how things disconnected. This person has a focus or fixation on the breakup or on the ending of the connection. They may see things differently now, of course. You know, in tarot, the Jupiter energy is associated with Wheel of Fortune. And Wheel of Fortune is about forward movement, and sometimes forward movement is going backwards or is disconnecting, or what appears to be the end today might be the middle of the story tomorrow. You know, like we don't know where we are in our timelines with our connections at times. So Two of Cups, we're acknowledging a breakup or a disconnect in the relationship, and this person wishes you knew that this had a really big impact on them. This really did kind of give them the break or the time they needed to figure themselves out and see things for how they needed to be seen. We see all these cards are in reverse, and we know that this is like a delayed reaction or a delayed response to a scenario. So I'm wondering what scenario you had with this person where they now see the value in somebody who's assertive. They now see the value in making a special effort and trying to travel and make things work, go the distance. And then also the value of this individual connection, you and I, duality, or the polarity of it. The absence of the connection allows this person to think about this connection even further. It's like this person likes to live in the past or live in regret rather than like move forward into the unknown with something that they care about. They'd rather go forward without it and see if they miss it type person. So we all know one of those, right? Then we have the Queen of Coins. This person feels like in addition to your spontaneity or your energy or your efforts, they see how that shines through into your lifestyle. They see that you're assertive and you're successful and you're a stable source of connection because of your literal practical approach to things. Queen of Coins is somebody who's like, oh, I can be a fuddy-duddy goofball out there when it applies to relationships, friendships, or whatever the heck, but I handle mine. I get my money. You know, I have several streams of income, mind you. Like this person is the classic archetype of somebody who's not like the leader in charge of everything, but the person who is taking care and learning things, and they're making smart decisions. So they're able to maybe be a consultant status. Like, I don't want to do all that work, but I'll tell you how to do it. Like, let me, and that's usually a complementing feature to a Capricorn-like energy that this person has. So it's like almost this person's realizing things about you that were right in front of them that they didn't necessarily see, and now they're coming to see the value and the extensive value or the extended value beyond what they could have ever perceived before. But again, you got to get there in order to appreciate it, right? So it's almost like a good thing that we disconnected. So the Queen of Coins, we have two faces here. It's also something to note where this person they see you as a leader, but I feel like maybe some of your reactions may be why they had any sort of doubt, or there might be some mystery around your reactive or your sensitive ways, just because the Queen of Wands is in reverse, and then the Cancer energy is a little bit more maternal or kind of like queen-like. So I'm weighing all that, and I'm seeing that the Queen of Coins is upright, and it's the stable one. It's the get the business, get the money, get the lifestyle, be healthy type energy. But I feel like it's almost like you guys both agree on the practical side of life, but the way that you get there, like trailblazing there, may throw this person off, may make this person not be, like, they'll have to see it to believe it. They have to see it work to believe it works. And so you don't need that. So you're like, all right, I'm just gonna do this, that. But they see how your methods are successful. So it's like things take time. You need to witness some things, and it's kind of like, who will help me make my bread, and they didn't believe in you type thing. And anyways, either way, this person will regret the disconnect from you because they see you thriving, they see you Queen of Coins in, so they know that at least on some level you have authority and command on your life, and that's admirable. Now finally, we have the Magician, and the Magician is in reverse. What is your deal with all these reversals? Well, I'll tell you. The Magician is associated with Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. And when the planet of communication is in reverse, it's like what? A Mercury retrograde. Yes, right. And we have Gemini in the mix. So now we got to talk about communication and miscommunication. Sometimes with the Magician, although it's supposed to represent manifestation and, the magical side of life, making things happen, but not necessarily literally. I'm not gonna, you say you want to be a chef in your life, I'm not gonna make you get born into a restaurant. What I'm gonna do is gonna send you through all these experiences, random experiences, that'll lead you to a conclusion in your mind that, hey, I want to be a chef. I'm talking about before you're born. That's too deep for some people. But the Magician is supposed to speak to law of attraction, manifestation, things happening. And I feel like, again, this kind of throws to the idea that this person witnessed what was happening, and from that perspective, they couldn't understand it. They couldn't understand you. They couldn't understand that assertiveness. Maybe they saw it as arrogance. Maybe they saw it as, I don't like that. It's too much. I can't. You're too much. But now they have reached a place in their life where maybe they, like, let's say they've gotten some trouble with the law where they were falsely accused of foolishness. They need someone who has that fire, that passion to defend them. They need somebody who can lead the way and be a critical mind, a practical mind, and figure out how things will go. They need somebody like that to tell them things will be okay because they'll figure it out and they trust it. So it depends on what your perspective is in that moment to where you can really appreciate somebody from one day and then differently the next. And I think that this Magician card really does speak to that. It really does show you that what they thought they wanted, they may not have realized they wanted that at that point. I feel like they may be realizing, it's like they're being born again, or a newborn baby type thing, and they're realizing, wait, I do want that. Wait a minute. Hold up. I do want that voucher for ice cream. I do want that free sample. People walking around like, hey, you want a free sample of rice? And you're like, nah. And then somebody's like, oh, what? Jackpot. It's the same thing. Two different perspectives. And that can always be one person, just at a different time. So, excuse me. And okay, I don't want to ignore that the Magician in reverse can speak to a little bit of manipulation, but hey, isn't it a little manipulative to go looking into your stalker's business like this? Alright, so there. Also, the Magician being associated with Mercury, it can be kind of attracting that Gemini and Virgo energy. So keep that in mind, because Virgos are a little bit more secretive and a little bit more strategic in what type of information they communicate. So this person is giving us a lot of the I'm confused. I was once confused, but now it's clearing up. I'm starting to see what you showed me was there, but I didn't care before. And there's growth, there's expansion, there's potential with us. I just have to fully birth myself out of this transformation, out of this old way of thinking. Perhaps they're further along than I know, or but it feels like they have a well-rounded approach. You see, the parents, father, the mother, the children. We see a balanced approach to perspective that they're coming from. They may have come to a place where family means more to them than anything now, and they're seeing that you're feeling like family. It just feels like their perspective transforms, but yours doesn't. You're the same. Just keep doing you, and they will eventually see how lovely that is. Right? So there it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my website as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!